You're creating meal planners, stop. Don't create another planner until you watch this video. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about creating meal planners. And if you have meal planners that you offer in your stores and they're not moving, stop. Stop selling those meal planners because I believe that you're probably selling generic planners. Okay, so let's get into it. Creating a meal planner page faster using prompts. This is how I created this um, meal prep planner page. So I did this because I didn't want to spend hours trying to create a page. When I was in Canva, I was guessing. I was guessing about the layout, and even though Canva has layouts that you can use, they were too generic for me. I couldn't like create my own spin on it. And then when you start searching for your elements and things like that, it started getting time consuming. It really starts getting time consuming, and Canva adds so many great things to their platform that new things come up, and then you don't know exactly how to work it, and then it starts slowing you down. So basically, this is why I start creating prompts. I wanted to stop spending hours in Canva guessing through layouts. I wanted to learn how to use smart prompts to design planner pages, and specifically the one we're talking about today, which is meal prep and meal planner pages with purpose, direction, less headache before you even begin to open the design tool, or you want to make that prompt so great and so specific that you will not need to open up um, an AI, another tool at all once you complete that prompt. Okay, so you're going to start with the prompt and not a design. Instead of opening Canva first, start with the prompt. The prompt is going to help you figure out everything you need before a single book box is drawn. Okay, the purpose is, what is the page actually for? What content belongs on the page? Who should the page be structured for? What does the visual need to be? And who is using this and how? Okay? As you guys know, I do have a free planner prompt starter kit that you can get for free. It used to be called the self-care planner. It still is a self-care planner, but I changed the name because I didn't want to focus on it being self-care, because that's not my brand. My brand is actually prompting, and right now we're focusing on planners, because I realized that with planners, people buy planners year round, period. And I think it's a lucrative business. So if you are selling planners in your store and you want a quicker way to create custom planners or better design, check out the Planner Prompt Starter Kit. The link is in the description box below, and it is for free. Now let's continue with the video. Okay, so first thing you want to do is research before you design. Start by looking at what already exists, okay? Anytime you're starting from scratch or beginning a new design, you want to get a feel for how the page layout should look. Research other pages to understand what you like and what to include, what you don't like and what you want to avoid or remove. You can add with the other things that might be missing, and you can take away to simplify the page altogether, to have it as simple as possible, but also very useful and beautiful. This research phase, it will save you time and it will give you a clear creative direction before you even start building, okay? The meal plan solves a real problem. So meal planning pages are a great example of a purposeful design, because anything that you like genuinely plan, that you want to how can I say, if you're planning a meal and you're a busy mom, okay, that the pain point is when you get home from work, the last thing you want to think about is, oh my god, what am I going to cook? uh every single night you have to deal with that. I don't know about you, but that is very stressful. You're already exhausted. You already don't want to cook. And then when you have to strain yourself to figure out what it is that you're going to cook, it becomes a hassle. So you're too busy to think. People don't want to figure out every night what to cook. There's constant grocery runs. Without a plan, people keep running back to the store for forgotten items. I know I have. I went to the store, got in the car, drove off halfway home, and then realized I forgot to get the milk, which is one of the main ingredients to the meal. So, blah, there you go. You got to turn right back around and go back to the store. Also, it helps you to save from wasting food. No meal planning ingredients go unused and money gets thrown in the trash. So when you don't have a plan, your meal and your ingredients are gonna be, how would I say, let's say you overbuy and you didn't have a plan in the beginning. So now you have all these ingredients that you're not going to use. So you just bought too much stuff. Now you got to throw that in the garbage. And then, of course, because you bought it, you overspent. You didn't need to buy that. So when you don't have that plan, it will affect you, especially your bank account and your time. So a planner page is not just boxes and lines. A good planner page helps someone make a decision, follow a routine, save time, and reduce stress. Here's the mindset shift. Mindset shift. Design with intention. You want to say, who is this meal plan for? This is where most people go wrong. They create one generic meal planner and hope everyone wants it. But a prompt forces you to think through your audience before you begin designing. All of these people may need a meal planner, but they do not need the same meal plan. Busy mom manage a full household. A single mom trying to eat healthier. A beginner trying to meal prep. Someone trying to lose weight. A family on a tight budget. Someone focused on clean, healthy eating. They're going to need a specific planner. They're not going to need that generic planner. They need something that's tailored to them. So if you prompt the right way, you can create a planner that feels more specific and more useful. And this is what's going to sell for you. Generic versus specific, the power of a targeted planner. Here's a side-by-side look at what happens when you design with a specific person in mind. The generic planner is going to have your Monday through Sunday meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No audience in mind, no specific problem solved, feels basic and forgettable, and it competes with 1,000 other identical pages. Okay, so this is where you get your edge. You do a targeted meal plan. You build it for a busy mom who works full-time and only wants to cook twice a week. That page might include a weekly dinner plan, 2 designated prep days, ingredients to chop in advance, proteins to batch cook together, grab and go snack section, leftover meal plan. This page feels more useful because it was created with a specific person and a specific problem in mind. Okay? Build a collection, not just one page. Once you start thinking with intention, you realize you're not just creating one page. You're building a planner collection. A collection is far more powerful than a random single page. A weekly meal planner, it will, let's see, the anchor of any meal plan collection, plan the full week at a glance. A grocery list organized by category. A meal prep checklist, which is a step-by-step task to make cooking days smoother and more efficient. A pantry and a freezer inventory. This is going to help you track what you already have to avoid you from buying duplicates. A recipe card. These are beautiful printable cards that you can use to put down new recipes or recipes that's been handed down from generation to generation. Family dinners, specifically for families juggling multiple schedules and preferences, like a family of 7 and all the kids have like activities and things like that. You're going to want to have snacks to bring to those activities and those after school sports events, things of that nature. A collection will give your customer more value. It gives you more ways to prepare and more ways to package your offer, and also more ways to promote. Okay, a simple prompt framework will include a defined page type, defined page type, specific page or product kind, a defined audience, a defined purpose, a defined section, and define style and format. And that format is going to set the tone for the visual and the layout and the rules. A well structured prompt removes the guesswork from designing. So instead of saying, I need to make a meal planner, your prompt will give directions. You're going to give it an assignment. And you also going to give it the name, the audience. You're going to identify the problems, and then you're going to outline the section. So when you open Canva, you already have a structure, and that is if you even need to open Canva at all. Okay. Okay, AI tools, they help you create faster. For me, here is one of the planner pages that I created, and I did one in Artistly and I did one in ChatGPT. Now, what I have found that using these two is that I'm going to get the exact wording. I'm not going to get any messed up wording because I do edit and go over my pages to make sure that everything is clean. And after doing research, after testing 4 generators, I found that these two did the best performance for me. Um, and by doing that, you wouldn't always have to go into Canva to clean anything up. So that's one advantage to that. Now, if neither one of these generators are generators that you use, then you can go into Canva and do that cleanup work. It depends on which image generator you are using. Remember, AI does not replace your creativity. It organizes your creativity. You still bring the vision. Think about the imagery that's going to surround the page. If someone is just starting on a healthy journey, they want to start losing weight, you're going to want to put things like a healthy bowl of food, free weights, sneakers, a woman running, fresh fruits and vegetables surrounding the page. Again, AI is a tool to replace tasks that slow you down, not the ideas themselves. Okay, so understand that and keep that in mind. Now, if you want to stand out with your if you want to stand out, you need to try my Planner Prompt Starter Kit. The Planner Prompt Starter Kit is just a glimpse of a few pages that you can use. I have prompts. I give you the images and I give you the prompts that you can use. You can even go in and customize these prompts to what you want them to be. It's just a quick glance. It's a free download. It was called the Self-Care Prompt Guide, but it still have the self-care part in it that you can use to create self-care pages. But self-care is not what my channel is about. My channel is more or less about prompting and how to use it in your business to as a tool. How to use it as a tool to help free up more time so that in the process you can make more money. So you need to understand how the prompt works. See exactly how planner prompts are structured before you can try and build from them. You can use it to customize any audience. It helps you create elegant and targeted pages, and it builds your portfolio, your product portfolio. And it'll help you build your product portfolio much quicker. Okay, so where there's competition, there is opportunity. Because I know a lot of people think, well, everybody's doing planners. Yeah, everyone is doing planners. But what I've noticed is that everyone is doing generic planners. There are a few people out here who have customized planners. I know one planner, if you would call it that, I'm not sure, but I bought from a young lady. Her name is Erin on Demand. She's really great. She's amazing. And I bought her a planner that has you do 3 tasks a day. And that planner has been so valuable. And it's a real thick planner, and she sells a physical planner. But she made it customized to that specific need, making sure that those 3 tasks a day got met so that you can keep performing in your business at a top level. Okay, so don't think that just because a lot of people are in that business that there's no room for you. You have to find a way to make yourself stand out. Just because McDonald's opened up a burger joint, that didn't stop Burger King. That didn't stop any other burger joints from opening just because they had one or they had two or they had three, even chicken places. People are still opening up things. It doesn't matter. It's what you bring to the table that's unique, that make you stand out, that make people buy and people purchase. Okay? So this comes to the end of the video, guys. What I do want to tell you is this. The next video, I am actually going to bring you through one of the prompts to create one of these planner pages, and it'll just be a quick prompt just to show you how you can customize that planner page for your specific audience. Okay, but until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.